Hi, good morning. How's everybody today? I don't know. Every Friday, I think I talk about the weather, and I think it's always the same. But the sun is coming out now. I did already take my morning walk with my raincoat on because I was afraid it was going to rain. But looks like it's going to turn out to be nice today. So maybe I'll take another walk. Hope all of you are going to enjoy the sunshine. Something that comes up in the book that I read today is doing a mitzvah. So maybe something that we could all think about today is doing a mitzvah. What does that mean? Anybody know? Anybody know what a mitzvah is? So a mitzvah is doing something nice, special for somebody. So most of us are just home with our families, but it could be making a phone call. I would love to hear from one of my grandchildren. So maybe you could call a grandparent and say hi. That would be really nice. Or do a video chat with them. That would be special. Another thing is to help somebody in your house, maybe a sister or brother with a game or something. That would be fun to do. But let's all think of doing a special mitzvah today for somebody special, especially being that it's Friday. Good morning, Peter. How are you? That's two things I wanted to tell you. One was to think about doing a special favor for someone, something nice for someone, a mitzvah, calling a grandparent or something like that. The second thing I want to tell you is very exciting. The other day we spoke to Eddie, and he misses everybody so much. So next week, Eddie is going to be here at 10:45 and say hi to everybody. And so I think you would all enjoy seeing Eddie. So let's get on with our story. This is a story that we have read in school and actually created a bakery after we read this story. So when we're done, we're going to make a bakery. We'll see how much time we have, but it's going to be really fun, something you could do at home today. Okay, the story we're going to read today is Bim and Bam, a Shabbat tale. It's written by Daniel J. Schwartz. It's illustrated by Melissa Iway, and it's published by Carbon Library, which is a Carbon Publishing Company, which is Carbon is a company that we get a lot of our books from, and PJ Library gets a lot of their books from. So if you haven't joined PJ Library, you can get a free book once a month. Just sign up on pjlibrary.org. All right, Bim and Bam, a Shabbat tale. Bim and Bam were brother and sister. Those are unusual names. Do you know anyone named Bim and Bam? I don't. Bim and her brother Bam lived on opposite ends of town. So Bim is the sister and Bam is the brother. Gotta remember that. All week long, they were very busy working and they didn't get to see each other. But on Shabbat, they could spend all day together. So each week, they could hardly wait until it was Shabbat again. So let's remember, Bim is the sister, right? And Bam is the brother. So this is Bim. It's a picture of the sister. And you see she's working at a desk. She's like an architect. She builds houses. And here's Bam. He's baking because he has a bakery. All right. Bim was a carpenter, and she built the most wonderful houses in the whole town. During the week, she was busy building a new house for the mayor, or the grocer, or the rabbi. All day long, she would work and work and work. Here she is. See the house she's building? Pretty cool. Do you know anyone who builds houses? Or was your house built? That would be an interesting thing. When we built the new part of the JCC, we watched it being built. It was very exciting. But Friday was different. Every Friday, Bim, remember she's the sister, stopped working on the house she was building. Instead, she spent Fridays building more comfortable homes for people who couldn't afford to pay her. By the time Shabbat arrived, she felt she had done a mitzvah, a good deed. Remember, we said we were going to think about what mitzvah we could do today. And I had suggested calling a grandparent or a friend today would be really nice. And that would feel good to say hi to somebody. Bim loved building, but Bam couldn't even build a birdhouse. Every time he tried to build something, he would hit his thumb with the hammer. That's happened to me. But Bam loved to bake, and he was the best baker in the whole town. Everyone loved his bread and rolls and muffins. I have a muffin here. Here's a muffin. And I brought it out to make our bakery. And here's a big, delicious bread. Yeah, Bam didn't bake it. It came from ShopRite. He was busy all week baking bread for the teacher and the artist and the gardener. All day long, he would knead the dough for bread. And here he is with his bread. That's Bam. Remember, he's the brother. So, But Friday was different. Every Friday he baked oni challah, lots and lots of challah. He made the most beautiful challah that anyone had ever seen. It was light and sweet with fancy braids and golden raisins. I love challah with the raisins. On Friday, when Bam's challah was baking, the whole town smelled wonderful. Here's the challah baking in the oven, and over here you see the whole town sniffing, smelling. You know how it smells when you bake something. It's really good. Bam knew that not everyone had enough money to buy challah for Shabbat, so he always made extra loaves and gave them to people who could not afford to pay him. By the time Shabbat came, he felt he had done a mitzvah, a good deed. Remember we said, right? Here he is giving a challah away, that a mitzvah is a good thing to do. So Bim was making houses for people who couldn't afford them, and Bam was giving away challah. Think about a mitzvah that you could do today. All Friday long, while Bim was building mitzvah houses, she would look out of the window to watch for the sunset. All Friday long, while Bam was baking mitzvah challah, he would listen to the clock in the bakery tick away 1 hour, then another, then another. Why do you think they were waiting? They couldn't wait to see each other. They were really nice to each other. When it was almost time to light the candles, Bim would put away her tools, wash her hands, brush her hair, and start running to Bam's end of the town. Here she is. Bam would take off his apron and his baker's hat, comb the flour out of his hair, and put a sign on his bakery window. You know what it said? Closed for Shabbat. He would start running to Bim's end of the town. So here's Bam getting ready to meet Bim. They would run and run until just at the same moment they would come to the square in the exact center of the town. Bim would shout, Bam! Bam would shout, Bim! And they would run to each other, hug and say, Shabbat Shalom. So here's Bim, and here's Bam. What does he have under his arm? He has a challah. Can Bim carry her houses? No, but he brought a challah. I wonder why he brought the challah. What do you think? Then they would go off to Bim's nice, comfortable house and celebrate Shabbat with Bom's delicious challah. And here you see Bim getting ready for Shabbat, lighting the candles. What else do you see? Shabbat cup, right? And what else do you see over here? A challah cover covering Bom's delicious challah. And at the end of the book, guess what it has? It has Bim Bam. So let's all sing Bim Bam together. Bim Bam, Bim 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 Bam, Bim 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 Bam. Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Yeah, I don't sing so good, so if you stay tuned, Bobby's coming up right after me. I bet he'll sing Bim Bam. If he doesn't, tell him to sing it. And remember, next week, Eddie's going to be here. So I had told you that we were going to make a bakery. And so this is something that one of the classes did a few years ago. After they read Bim and Bam, they decided to make their very own bakery. So a fun thing to do is to do this at home. And so there's lots of learning in it because somebody that's home can help you with the letters. So bakery starts with the letter, right, B. So just like Bim and Bam start with B, bakery starts with B. So I'm going to write bakery because that's what we're making today. Okay, and so here we have the word bakery. So I can hang this sign up somewhere for my bakery, right? And I'm going to put some flowers in my bakery because that reminds me of Shabbat and how their table looks so pretty with flowers. So I'm going to have the word bakery. And now I'm going to write some of the things that I have in my bakery. So I have a muffin. What does muffin start with? M, right. So muffin is M-U-F-F-I-N. So that spells muffin, okay? And I have some bread in my bakery. So I'm going to write bread. Bread starts with the same letter as bakery. Bread. B-R-E-A-D. Bread. Okay, and I have other things here, and you can do it too. Here's a brownie that also starts with B. And here's a chocolate chip cookie. What does that start with? Chocolate chip starts with a C. And then the most fun is you can make some money so that you can give some money to the person that's coming to visit your bakery and they have to pay you. And so you could say the bread is $1. So the bread is $1. So I'm going to make $1 out of this piece of paper. So if you look at a dollar, it has a picture of a man inside, and it has $1 in the corners, and it has the word one in the corners. So then you have $1, and then the person can pay you for the bread. And then I took a 25-cent coin and I traced it. So that's a fun thing to do also. You could trace coins. So I traced the quarter, and now I'm going to write a quarter is, do you know how much a quarter is? It's 25 cents. So now I have a coin that says 25 cents. And I'm going to say that my muffin is 25 cents. I'm going to write 25 cents down here. And then the person that comes to visit you at your bakery can give you that quarter. I also copied this. What is this called? Do you see? It's a different color than the quarter, right? This is silver and this is copper. This is a penny, and a penny is 1 cent. So I'm going to write 1 cent on here. And so you can pick something to be 1 cent, and you can make lots of coins. just by tracing them on a piece of paper. See, I traced it on the paper and then I cut it out. And so this is something that could keep you busy for a while. You could have some fun. And what a great learning experience. You're learning letters, you're learning numbers, you're learning about coins, and you could even bake something. And so you would be learning from that. So just 2 reminders as we leave today. It's a beautiful day out, so let's think about beautiful flowers. I want to remind you that this book was about doing a mitzvah. And so let's think about something kind you can do for someone today. As I said, maybe giving somebody a call, a friend or a grandparent, or helping somebody in the house with making breakfast or something. That would be great. The other thing I want to remind you of, besides Bobby coming on next, is that we're hoping to see Eddie next week at 11:15. See you all then. Bye-bye.